people are not coming to our websites as much anymore as they used to. With the advent of Facebook Instant Articles, which is a separate version of a publisher's article in the Facebook interface, with the rise of Snapchat and YouTube and all of these other platforms, what we're finding is all of our touch points with our readers are happening in a place that we don't control. So we need to be thoughtful about how we build our brands, what it means to do journalism in a bunch of different places that aren't just an article on a .com.
And how are you supposed to build a brand? Would be like the 5 or 6 tips that you could share with the audience?
Ooh, for building a brand. So it all starts at a mission statement. We have a lot of people who come to us and they say, we want to do a redesign of our website and we want to rethink our brand for all these other platforms. But if they don't have a strong mission and a strong purpose, that's what builds out everything. So I would say start with understanding what you're doing, and that really starts with who is your audience? Like, what is your audience and what are you doing for them? What purpose do you serve in their lives? And from there, to build a brand, we can then think about what is the business strategy behind that serves that resonates with the market who wants to spend money against your brand. We can look at a visual design language from there that extends not just to the website, but to places like Snapchat. And for Vox Media, we're thinking about conferences and podcasts and all of these things we've never had to think about before, but are the main driver of our brands.
Like events.
Events. Like some of our best journalism for Recode happens on a stage with Kara Swisher, one of our best journalists, interviewing people on the spot and broadcasting that to the world. So we're thinking about platforms not just as web apps that we can publish to on the internet, but as physical space and community.
With data analysis, it's exactly what we try to do. It's provide new information that didn't exist before you did the analyze.
What kind of information do you produce?
Well, you can do anything. We don't exactly produce information. We just help people to find it. We help journalists to find it, and we help people to have a voice when they can have a voice because they are under fluid data.
And which are the main topics you deal with?
Recently, we published a huge investigation about the housing crisis, especially around rent prices. So we wanted to know how much you pay in any country in Europe, and so we tried to create a database of every prices in Europe.
Which are the main challenges in the newsroom nowadays?
Well, there's a lot. One of the biggest ones is that news organizations don't have so much money for technical innovation. And so one of the things that we've been doing to address that is to share our work. Everything that we do is open source. So we make sure that not only can you use the software, but you can actually go in and change the software if you need to, or add on to it if you want to. If you look at the way that hiring has been happening, I mean, the number of journalists who are writers only, those numbers are decreasing. But also at the same time, there's been a lot of hiring in areas like data journalism, audience engagement, more technical fields. And so the definition of what we call a journalist is also changing. So probably, yeah, the head count is getting smaller, definitely. But at the same time, there are good opportunities, especially in the area of technology.